Right, good evening. Today we're going to look at factorization. So look at factorization. Factorizing using. Okay, so look at factorizing using the difference of two squares. So suppose you have a raised to the power 2 subtract b raised to the power 2. A is squared and b is squared. And here, this minus indicates the difference. So this is called the difference of two squares. Given this expression, it can be factorized as a plus b, a minus b. If we want to prove this, let us try and expand this expression. So if you have a plus b, a minus b, we're going to try and expand this. We can say let a plus b be the common factor. So we're going to have a plus b as a common factor. Then let's distribute a minus b. So this will be a minus b. We're going to multiply now. A times a, this will give us a squared. A times b, this will give us plus ab. Negative b times a, this will give us minus ab. Negative b times positive b to give us negative b squared. Now, when you look at this, this is a minus b, ab minus ab. So this will give us 0. So this is going to be equal to a squared minus b squared. That is what we meant when we said the difference of the square of a, the difference between the square of a and b is equivalent to what has been written this side. So a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b, open and close the bracket, a minus b. Okay. So now let us look at an example. Let's look at an example. So our task is very simple. We want now to do some examples to see how we can apply the difference of two squares. So I'll just give a few questions on this one. Hope there'll be enough for you to understand the concept. So suppose you're given an example like this. Factorize completely a x squared minus 1. So what we need to do in this case is we need to find the square root of 1 so that we have two squares. So this will be x squared. The square root of 1 is 1. So this will be the same as 1 raised to the power 2. So this has now become a difference of two squares. So we simply say this is equivalent to x plus 1, x minus 1. That is how we solve it. Let's look at b. If you have x squared minus 4, the square root of 4 in this case is 2. So this will be x squared minus 2 squared. It has now become a difference of 2 squares, so we write this one as x plus 2, x minus 2, cross. Having done that, let's look at a different one. Suppose we have 3k squared minus 12. Here, you first factorize using common factor method, so we're going to have 3, it is common, 3 into 3k squared remain with k squared, minus 3 into negative 12, it gave us minus 4. So this is what you write. So again, this 4, it's a perfect square, so we can easily find its square root. So this will be k squared minus 2 squared, difference of 2 squares. So this will be 3 open brackets k squared, sorry, this is not supposed to be there, the square here, the square is not supposed to be here. Okay, so this will be 3k plus 2 k minus 2. So we're done solving that. All right, so these are some of the examples. Let us look at another example. We're going to call it example D. Suppose you have 4a squared divided by 16b squared minus 64c squared over 100d squared. So to solve this one, we do the same. We need to make sure that these numbers 4, 16, 64 and 100, they're written as squares. So square root of 4, it is 2, so this will be 2 squared a squared over square root of 16, it is 4, so this will be written as 4 squared b squared, minus square root of 64, it's 8, so it will be written as 8 to the power 2 c to the power 2 divided by 10 squared d squared. Now that this has become a difference of 2 squares, we can easily factorize. So this will be equal to 2a divided by 4b plus 8c divided by 10d, close, open, 2a over 4b minus 8c over 10d. It is done. So that is how we can solve such an expression. I don't know if there's any question. All right. So let us also see now how can we simplify using this concept of the difference of 2 squares. Want to know how we can simplify?